Back again with another one. It's your boy ODM Slim. Listen, let's get straight into this content because I got a lot of stuff to do. Today we talking about GFace and him being a DEA agent in Informant live. So listen, GFace was brought on the scene by 600 and Whack 100. As a lot of these federal agents do, Whack 100 introduced them to us, our community, our universe, our metaverse. And like 600 and 6ix9ine, Big Snow, and a thousand other federal informants that Whack 100 is very close to. Coincidentally, I said again, all the federal informants Whack 100 is close to. Coincidentally. So, we find out GFace is a federal informant. 10-9J dropped the content. And we getting at it. We finna let 10-9J do his little talking. We're gonna break down the content, and hopefully we can keep the content going. All right.
When you put your business out there, it becomes everyone's. But when you put other people's business out, you become a target. The feds have officially indicted none other than 39-year-old Yuri Kachikian, who's more commonly known as GFace. If you're subscribed to No Jumper, you've likely seen GFace before. An Armenian immigrant, GFace would gain notoriety for his ties to the Southsiders, a predominantly Mexican gang with historic roots stretching from Los Angeles and all throughout the California prison system. Before his interview with No Jumper, GFace could be seen alongside controversial rapper Swifty Blue in a video that went viral warning visitors of Los Angeles to check in.
Gangland, the southern side. I'm right here with the homie from White Fence. Check it out, if you ever in Los Angeles and you out here handling business, make sure you tap in with some solid homies for your own security. The streets is dangerous. If you're not tapped in, you will get stepped on, believe that.
The crazy part is I really remember this video. At the time, me and Swifty was going back and forth. Real recently, me and Swifty Blue, we ain't put it on camera, whatnot. We ran into each other. Big step hitters, you know what I'm saying? We chopped it up, all the stuff. We went into some coincidental stuff. It was not no serious stuff. It's really being in the field. And like he said, bro, we in the field, bro. You know what I'm saying? I said you wasn't in the field. You said I wasn't in the field. We met each other in the trenches. So shout out to Swifty Blue. Now, I remember this video, but I really didn't check out that he was talking about GFace. I didn't really check GFace out. At this time, the time was going on was with Kelpie got beat up by Almighty Suspect. If you haven't checked that out, man, make sure y'all check that out on No Jumper. Almighty Suspect got a W on Kelpie. Yeah, so let's finish the video.
You will get stepped on, believe that. The streets is dangerous. Tap in, tap the fuck in.
Swifty Blue would speak highly of GFace to Adam22, securing him a No Jumper interview that would gain over 500,000 views.
Ooh.
GFace would describe moving from Armenia to Los Angeles at a young age and eventually losing his cousin to gang violence. Adapting to the culture, GFace would claim at only 15, he was arrested for 2 attempted murders on the same gang that took his cousin's life.
He lying.
According to GFace, he wouldn't be released until he was 34.
I'm from West LA. I'm from White Fence. I went to prison at the age of 15, so I wasn't really...
West LA? I'm from West LA? Hold on. White Fence is East LA. Hold on. They got West LA White Fence too? They got West LA White Fence. We could check that out a little bit. If y'all get in the comments, let me know about West LA White Fence. I remember the original White Fence. It's East LA. Simply plain. Now, if you know, I've said this, I am a black, and I'm from a black gang, so I don't know for sure 100% who and what the essays got going on.
Out here in the scene. I'm 38 years old now. I went to prison at the age of 15. I got out at 34. I got charged as an adult.
So what did you do that you got like 20 years?
Basically, my charge was attempted murder, 2 attempted murders, dropped down the attempted manslaughter, and 3 counts of armed robbery.
Now, first of all, manslaughter, which means somebody died. 2 attempted murders that dropped to manslaughter. Now, off back, he wrong. 2 attempted murders that got dropped down to manslaughter. We'll get back into that later on. I'll post it. Make sure I tap in with the post I want to post about manslaughter. Man, we getting into it.
Now, this interview would spiral into a gang of conspiracy theories and accusations. Not only photos, but whole songs would be dug up showing a younger, less tatted, no beard having GFace rapping by the name Lil Ghost and claiming a gang known as Armenian Power.
Fuck all you rap bastards snitching and shit. Who's that dipping in the drop top pins? Lil Ghost Capone sitting on 20 games. Got the Glock extra clip for backup, extended clip.
So hold on, GFace. Oh my God.
In case these busters act up.
This would contradict his original story of being from White Fence 13, a known rival of Armenian Power. Rumors began circulating that GFace, or Ghostface, or Lil Ghost, was attempting to cover up his past. Not long after, he'd be accused of snitching, and appeal transcripts would be discovered stating Ghost, aka Yuri, testified and identified in court the man that shot at him. Wack 100 would even confront GFace to his face about the paperwork.
So Yuri is a dude that...
No, Yuri's me. You talking
Yuri
about
is you.
Yeah.
Yuri admitted
Harmonious.
that at the preliminary hearing, he identified Abrahamian as the driver and the person who shot at him. And he had told the police that Skinny was the only person in the car. Is this real or fake? That's what that come down to.
I got the real paperwork right here.
So you saying this is fake work?
Name and everything. Look. Check this out.
GFace was now starting to feel the heat, but didn't even know the feds were about to raise the temperature. A federal indictment would reveal Yuri, aka Ghost, and his wife were now facing federal charges for conspiring to commit wire fraud, committing wire fraud, and engaging in a monetary transaction in property derived from unlawful activity. The fact that
So, him and his wife is under a federal case, right? But if he's a D.E.A. agent, how did they indict him? How did that work?
the paperwork says Ghost instead of GFace also seems to confirm his previous alias, as he's documented as Ghost, the one from Armenian Power. So how the fuck did this happen? According to the indictment, Yuri and Yelena owned two businesses together and shared a bank account. Between July 2020 and June of 2021, the feds alleged the couple applied for small business loans and PPP loans by falsifying business documents. They'd received two loans worth $290,000 on top of a PPP loan worth 20 grand. So why is this news? Well, it just so happens that while GFace was on No Jumper telling prison war stories, in reality, his face was no good. No matter who you are, if you've been to prison, you know there's always a cell waiting for you, and the wrong move will have guards welcoming you back home. GFace knew he had a target on his back, and his only way to get out was to expose the past he's been hiding. A motion for review of magistrate's order of detention would be filed on Yuri's behalf. The feds want to keep him in custody, and this was Yuri's lawyer's chance to explain why he's a good citizen and should be released from custody until trial. It would also state he has concerns about his safety during his detention. His lawyer would state although Yuri has led a colorful life, he is neither a flight risk nor a danger to the community. He has a wife, 3 children, a house, numerous relatives, and a remarkable, thriving new business.
So, what he's saying is that the only reason we know that GFace is a rat is because he went to court. In the courtroom, they pressed all this stuff, this evidence against him, saying this and saying this and that. And how he proven that he's a modest citizen is to tell them that I am a cooperative with the law. I am a federal informant.
In short, he has every incentive to stay in the United States. Leaving the US would not only destroy his business, but also put his family and himself at risk. Yuri has been a target of the Mexican Mafia since 2006, when he was stabbed repeatedly and left for dead. He cooperated against the Mafia members who stabbed him and has been forced to live with a green light hit hanging over his head. Since that time, there has been several attempts and threats on his life, including recently, and he has had weapons in the house to defend himself. Come to find out, Yuri isn't even a US citizen and is a documented alien. According to his lawyer, he came to the US at only 9 years old, and he checks in with ICE once a year, providing all of his information. His entire family is now in the US. He's been married for 13 years and has 3 kids aged 16, 13, and 5. He's responsible for taking care of his mother and mother-in-law, as his father and father-in-law both passed away. Opening a trucking company, he started with 1 truck and 1 driver before expanding into a thriving business. Then in late 2022, early 2023, he came up with an idea. Knowing the most difficult part of the trucking business is starting it, he offered to mentor anyone willing to pay his one-time $5,000 consulting fee. In his first year, he had over 700 customers, grossing $3.5 million legitimate dollars. For all of these reasons,
he was smacking niggas, man. Listen, he was tearing niggas' pockets up. He was tearing niggas' pockets up. Ooh wee. He was tearing niggas' pockets up. Listen, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Listen.